Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video today I will show you this granny square with a beautiful cluster leaf that is quite suitable, I think, for blankets or any other projects you may have. I'm using a size 4 hook and blue double knit yarn. If you're ready, we can begin. To start off with, we're going to make a magic ring. I like to place the yarn on these 3 fingers, hold it down with my thumb, the end, wrap it around the top, come back down to the bottom, make a cross, back to the top, and hold it in place with your pinky finger. Insert your hook here, under the first and over the second yarn, pull it through, twist it, grab the working yarn and pull it through. That's your magic ring. So into this ring we're going to make double crochet clusters, sets of 3. So we're going to start with a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make 2 more double crochets unfinished into our cluster. So we're going to yarn over into the ring, pull through, yarn over, pull through, but don't complete that double crochet. Again, yarn over, into the ring, pull through, yarn over, pull through. You'll now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. That's your first cluster. Chain 3, 2, 3, and make another cluster. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now there are 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over into the circle, pull through, yarn over, pull through. 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and there are 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through. Chain 1. So that's the first cluster of 4 that we have to do for this first round. So make another cluster. That's 1, 2, 3, pull through all, chain 3, and another cluster. 1, 2, 3, close, and chain 1. That's the second set. 2 more, make a cluster, 1, 2, 3, pull through all 4, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and another cluster, 1, 2, and 3, pull through, chain 1. So that's the third set, and I have to do 1 more. Just move these up, bunch them together. Right, so another cluster, half double 1, double 1, half done, 2, and 3, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and the final cluster, 1, 2, and 3, pull through all 4, and chain 1. That's all the clusters done. Now we're going to take this end and close. So you end up with a small square with a floral design, and make sure that your ring is closed completely. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that cluster there. Make a slip stitch and slip stitch into that chain space right there. And that's what it looks like. For round number 2, chain 3 and make a cluster, yarn over, pull through, don't finish, another one there, complete your cluster. Instead of chaining 3 and chaining 1, we'll now chain 2 between all clusters and stitches. So after that cluster is done, chain 2 and into the same chain space make another cluster, 2 and 3, pull through and chain 2. That's your corner. Yarn over. Now between these 2 clusters there, into that space, we're going to make 3 double crochets. That's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, that's 1, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, that's 2, and a third one there. So you have your cluster corner, 3 stitches into the chain space, chain 2, 1, 2, and make your corner cluster of 3 double crochets together, close it, chain 2 and another into the same chain space, 1, 2, 3 and close, chain 2 and finish this round like that. 3 double crochets into the chain space, cluster corner, 3. I'll see you at the end. I'm almost at the end. I've made my final corner and chained 2 into that 1 chain space. I'll make 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2 and 3 and chain 2. Slip stitch into the top of this cluster there, and slip stitch into the chain space there. And that's what it looks like after round 2. For round 3, chain 3 and make your cluster corner, 2, 3, pull through, chain 2 and another cluster into the same chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on the hook, pull through, chain 2, yarn over. Into this chain space, make 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. Put a double crochet in each of these 3 stitches. Be very mindful of the first one, it could be a bit hidden. It's right there. 1, that's this there. Double crochet into that one and 1 into that one, and then into the chain space make 2 more double crochets. That's 1 and 2. So we've made our cluster corner there, 2 crochet, double crochets into the chain space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets, chain 2, and make your corner. Go ahead and finish this round. I'll see you at the end. Okay, I've just completed my final corner. I'm going to chain 2, 2 double crochets into that chain space, 1, 2, a double crochet into each of these 3, that's 3, 4, 5, and 2 more into this chain space, 6 and 7, chain 2, 1, 2, slip stitch into the top of this cluster right there, make a slip stitch and slip stitch into that chain space there. And that's the end of round 3. That's what your work should look like, right? For round 4, I'm going to repeat the pattern and just increase stitches along this line. Chain 3, finish your first cluster, that's 2, 3, chain 3, chain 2, another cluster in the same chain space, 1, 2, 3, and close, chain 2, 2 double crochets into this chain space, 1, 2, and a double crochet into each of the following stitches, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 more into this chain space for a total of 11, 10, and 11. Chain 2. Make your corner. 1, 2, 3, close, chain 2, and another cluster into that chain space. And chain 2. Again, 2 double crochets into that chain space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 into that chain space. Go ahead and finish this round. I'll see you at the end. I'm at the end of the row, just made my final double crochet. I'm going to chain 2 and slip stitch into the top of that cluster and slip stitch into the chain space. So this is the end of round 4, and now on to round 5. Again, start with a corner of clusters, chain 3, and finish that cluster, chain 2, another 3 double crochet cluster into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, and chain 2. 2 double crochets into this chain space. 1 and 2, and a double crochet into each of these stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2 more into the chain space, 14, and 15. Chain 2 and complete this round. Cluster 15 across. I'll see you at the end. I'm at the end. I've just completed my final double crochet. I will chain 2, slip stitch into the top of that cluster, and slip stitch into the chain space. So that's the end of round 5. Obviously you can make your square as big as you want, depending on whether you're making a bag or any other kind of project that requires the square to be bigger. At this point I'm planning to make a blanket, and I think this is the ideal size for my square to be. The problem then comes in if you want to join your squares, crochet them together or with a darning needle, is that with this pattern there's this 2 chain space gap here. So we'll close off our square with a round of just double crochets in order to allow you to join the squares easier without these gaps. So I'll show you this final round. We're going to start off with a chain 3 and make a double crochet. Chain 2 and into that same chain space make 2 more double crochets. That's 1 and there's 2. Yarn over. Without chaining 2 like we did before, we're just going to make 2 double crochets into this chain space right there. That's 3 and 4, and then a double crochet into each stitch across. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. 2 more into this chain space right here. 20, 21, and 2 more into the corner for a total of 23 stitches right across. Chain 2 and repeat. 2 double crochets into the same corner, 2 more into that chain space, and just carry on with that pattern and finish this round. I'll see you at the end. Right, so I'm almost at the end. I have 2 more double crochets into this chain space to make, so that's 1 and 2. Many ways to join at this point is to go into the 3rd chain, slip stitch, cut the yarn and pull through, but I find that causes a little knot on top there. So again, I'm going to show my method to have a perfect stitch in place. At this point you can cut your yarn and pull up, get your darning needle, and what you're going to do is join into that 3rd chain, go through there, bring them together, and then you want to go back into the back loop of that last double crochet you just made. And manipulate it a little so that it's in place, and then you'll see there's no knot there. So then you can just go ahead and hide your tail. Careful at this point not to pull too tightly, you just want it to lie in place and keep your stitch formation intact. Back up. And back down again. You can cut your yarn. Go ahead and hide this tail from the beginning. Should do. And cut off your ends. And that's the end of our tutorial. I hope you enjoyed making this square with me. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.